The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Ready? 19 tight, 19 tight. 18, right here.
Smith on first down. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
It only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Second and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And his defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone to throw it to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Hill on third down. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
Ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. Throwing on third down, Smith. He completes this to Walker. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Walker now at 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And Walker once more. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Here's Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now Gino on 1st down. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Out of the gun, Smith. This is caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he is going to lose yardage here. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is up to 8. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there. Try to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half end.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Marquise Goodwin as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks would extend their lead here just before halftime.
The extra point now coming from Myers.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3.
From the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
And this will wind up a Saints first down as he gets this up past the 30.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Off of play action. Hill. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Here's Hill. And that will be incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Returnable for Lockett.
So call that a 56-yard punt with a return of about 11.
And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. He'll find Metcalf. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Man open. It's Goodwin. And he's got room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
On first down, Smith completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
To the air again, Smith.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Smith. And this is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They get this out quickly to the left side.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Straight ahead, Walker. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
The slot man in motion right.
Back to Walker on first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Smith.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Here's Walker.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Ken Walker with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point open through by Myers. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
This could be it. This could be it. This could be the turning point. Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. There's Hill.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Now it's Lockett.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Smith now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Goodwin. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
18 Rebel, 18 Rebel.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. Now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play fake. Hill.
He's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think...
There he goes, right side. 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense, but frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Play action. It's Hill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Hill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Desperation time on fourth for Hill. Looking long for Thomas. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Room here to run. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this run of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.